Yo, what up?
What's up?
It's been a whole nother week, and we're here to talk comics.
Comics. Another week after last week, in which we talked about comics.
How does one recover from all the comics we speak of? But this week, we have a definitive plan. We're going to know exactly. We're going to basically tell you what you should be reading.
Oh, yeah.
We're not covering every title.
No.
You were saying no Marvel, weren't you?
No, actually, I was saying no, we don't have a plan, but, you know.
We'll wing it. Anyway, watch this commercial. We'll see you in a second. Right?
Right.
All right.
He-Man in a time warp.
Where am I?
Ancient pre-Eternia, lost land of the dinosaurs. Thunderous Tyrannosaurus Rex battles mighty Bionatops, ferocious dinosaurs.
Take this, He-Man.
How can He-Man survive? New from the Masters of the Universe, figures Bionatops, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and Turbo Gacto each so separately. Can He-Man escape the past and them?
Crashing your head.
All right. And we're still here. All right,
Yes.
We're talking DC Comics. First up, I want to mention one book, Mortal Kombat, some might say X, but Mortal Kombat 10, number
10.
1.
10, number 1.
It's
That could confuse people.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 10, number 1. Is that really the 10th game?
You
Or
know,
is it the 10th anniversary?
it might be the 10th. Sure, it's not the 10th anniversary.
I don't know, it came out in 95.
We were still in high school.
No, it was 93. That's not right.
We've been out of high school longer
It's
than 10
93,
years.
94. Anyway, Mortal Kombat 10, number 1. If you're a big Mortal Kombat fan, not only is a new game coming out, but you've got a comic that flesh out the stories. I personally was a big Mortal Kombat fan. Still like Street Fighter more. But it'd be a cool comic to check out this
But
week.
you won't read Injustice.
I play the game.
You played Mortal Kombat.
I know, but I don't get to know and read about the backstories of Scorpion and Sub-Zero and Kung Lao and Raiden, Liu Kang.
I know a few people would be into that comic book.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
maybe I can play that in the back.
We got the webisodes stuff.
You know, I've never seen those, but they look pretty cool.
They do. Michael Jai White and Black Dynamite.
It looks pretty cool. Is he Black Dynamite?
He is Black Dynamite.
In like the comic book?
The comic book, the movie.
There's a movie?
cartoon. Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Oh man, we'll have to discuss this later.
Yeah, I'll check that out. I didn't know that. Michael Jai White, he's Bronze Tiger and Arrow.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty
Bronze
cool.
Tiger.
That's pretty cool. All right. Well, anyway, Mortal Kombat 10, number 1. All right, Aaron.
Are we
I've got
gonna-
a few DC picks, but I'm gonna let you talk DC.
I get to start DC.
Yep. Go ahead.
Constantine.
Number 21.
This has been one of my favorite comics, especially the dark titles. Now, for the longest time, I was praising Swamp Thing, which I'm still praising Swamp Thing. But Constantine's the best, just hands down. Constantine stuck on Earth 2 with his good self, trying to get home.
He has a good self.
Yeah, he does. And it's pretty weird because his mom and dad are still alive over there, and he's actually a decent dude, and here he is not a decent dude. He had to save himself. And that's strange in
But
itself.
doesn't that break the space-time continuum? Didn't Dr. Emmett Brown warn us of that in Back to the Future?
Emmett did warn us, but Constantine, he's not the kind of character who really cares about rules.
I get that impression.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's a likable character, but not in the sense that you want to be his best friend. Like, you wouldn't want to be his best friend.
He's kind of like that guy you like because he does things you wouldn't do, but you probably wouldn't be hanging out with him all the time.
Yeah, it's a funny thing because he's that character that does the right thing, but in the wrong way.
It's kind of like Wolverine. Wolverine, a lot of people wouldn't have the guts to do what he does, but they respect him and kind of like him because he'll stand up for that sort of thing.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot like that.
But he's dead.
Dead.
Unless you're reading Wolverines, which we'll talk about later.
But Constantine's not. He's got a TV show.
There you go. So
Friday.
Watch the show, read the book, Constantine.
We've got the book here.
Big Bang.
At Big Bang.
What else we got? We got Green Lantern Corps. Oh, simultaneous. Boom.
Simultaneous. What's going on with Jon Stewart and Zhanshi and, he's got a lot of issues.
Stewart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's, destroyed a couple planets.
It's
here and there.
post Godhead, yeah.
Yeah,
The fact that he's destroyed a lot of planets, does that like put him on parallel with like Galactus or
that's the funny thing.
Anti-Monitor or
I mean,
something?
wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I mean, Jon Stewart ought to be like this massive character like Galactus, who now is the new he's like the new Parallax of the Green Lantern universe. If this guy can destroy planets.
Well, I guess part of his redemption was helping to put Mogo back together.
Yeah, that's true. He did do that.
But I think, you know, part of that was because he was the one that
But
blew Mogo up.
can a man be redeemed by one?
I don't think Jon Stewart believes so.
Do you think that a man can be redeemed by works and acts anyway? Deeper conversation.
Deeper conversation, but not
But
meant
that's-
for the comic video.
Yeah, not for the comic video. Let's keep going anyway. So, Green Lantern Corps number 38. What's up with Jon Stewart? What's the future of the Corps? Because the book's about to end.
Yeah, I know. And where's Jon Stewart going to fall in it? Because I'd be upset if Jon Stewart gets left out.
Yeah, and if you haven't read Godhead, you need to read Godhead.
Godhead is probably one of the best Green Lantern stories in a while.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, well,
Since the New 52, and that's saying I really love Jeff Johns stuff.
that's saying something because I mean, it's really consistently good month in and month out. As far as like, I had to drop them, but I came back with Godhead. It was just like
It's
after Lights Out with Relic, I was like, I need to chill.
That's when I fell out too, because it's like there's so many Lantern books, and that's the only thing that I think's okay about canceling some of them. I know there's a lot of Red Lantern fans out there that are in an uproar, and I don't blame them, you know.
Which that used to be the crappiest book of them all.
It was. But after I quit reading, everybody's started reading this. Oh, this is great. It was like, well, too late. I've already got other books.
Yeah. So, well, we'll see what happens with DC's titles in the future. But we know one book that's going to survive. Grayson number 6. Tell us about Grayson.
You know, the last issue, he's walking through the desert trying to save the baby. You know, and then Helena's injured. Helena Bertinelli, I might add.
Huntress.
Like, my favorite Huntress.
Yeah.
Especially pre-New 52.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see where we go with this. You know, I'm sure conversions will change some things, but I'm definitely digging the spy story and Grayson undercover trying to stop Spiral.
That's cool. I actually, you know, I think Grayson's one of my favorite characters. It's a cool book to read.
Yeah, I've followed just about all of his books. I liked Nightwing pre-New 52 and post.
The Chuck Dixon one was good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I highly recommend Nightwing Year 1 to anybody
Oh, yeah.
that's a Dick Grayson.
Mm-hmm.
Suicide Squad.
New Suicide
New
Squad.
Suicide Squad.
It's
Suicide
still
Squad.
either way. But that's just, you know. But yeah, it's just
Both Marvel and DC have really getting on this weird kick.
All
of
new.
saying, all new.
all new.
As if that's really, you know, all new Avengers. It's still the Avengers. All new Suicide Squad. Still the Suicide
You know,
Squad.
whenever they come out with the all new book, then it's
Yeah.
getting a little too much.
That's what I'm waiting for. The all news.
Which Marvel's going to be all new somehow post Secret Wars. I don't know what that means. But
We have, you know, the Russian mission is wrapped up. And now there's a little problem with Deathstroke. And Deadpool's kind of in a Deadshot. There's too many deads out there.
deads and deaths.
Yeah, a lot of people like killing and wear masks.
Why don't they call themselves like Life Shot?
Life Shot?
Yeah, it's
It
like
just
I'm
doesn't
taking
have
your
that
life
ring.
shot.
I'm
instead of-
taking your
instead of
life shot.
dead shot. I don't know.
Will Smith is Deadshot.
Life stroke.
That's another story.
Yes, it is another story. So,
Superman, Wonder Woman. Okay.
I'm just having fun with it.
I'm just gotta say, if you guys read the last issue, the last page, and I guess there was a warning, but I didn't pay attention to this villain showing up, or I guess anti-hero / villain, depending on the story. Kingdom Come fans know what I'm talking about.
Talking about Magog? Cool.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
That's cool.
It was pretty awesome.
Well, there was Gog and Magog.
Yeah, but I'm going with Magog.
Okay, Magog, okay. It's a biblical term, Book of Revelation as
Yeah.
well.
Which makes the character more interesting.
Yeah.
I always like it when you throw religious things into the characters. And that's always debatable, but the Spectre is one of my favorites.
Hey, I mean, I got no beef with it, but I just remember Gog and the whole Superman run, and I think it was Chuck Austin.
Yeah, that was really
most
good.
people, I think most people did not like his X-Men work, because I fell out of the camera shot. But yeah, anyway, Gog and Magog. So anyway, yeah, tell us about the book. What's so cool about Magog from Kingdom Come? What's he doing?
Well, you haven't read Kingdom Come? Anybody that
I've
hasn't read,
I've read Kingdom Come. I don't read Superman, Wonder Woman. 'Cause
I will
if I
have
really
to-
wanted to read Wonder Woman, I would read Wonder Woman.
but why would you not read them both together? It's kind of like Superman, Batman. That's the team up.
To me, it's just a breakup that's already going to happen. Why do I want to read the book? I already know what's going to happen. Most relationships don't last. Like 5 out of 100 high school love relationships last. 5 out of 100. 5, and that's after like 20 years.
It's high school.
I'm just saying.
I think Wonder Woman and
These
Superman
guys
will
are
pass
adults.
high school.
The statistics, I don't know if they're that good.
I don't think they're going
I
to
mean, really, are Superman and Wonder Woman going to get married and have babies in the comics? No, they don't want them to do that. They get married, they think that holds them down.
I want to know if they're still going to be friends afterwards.
Okay, now that's interesting. Are they going to be friends after this?
That's what we need to know. Actually, I just, the whole idea of like,
Can you be friends after you break up with somebody? Now, guys, just because you think we're talking comics, this is now real life.
Real life relationships, but Superman and Wonder Woman rather than normal people.
Now, do you think somebody could break up and still be friends?
What kind of damage would be done with a breakup between Superman and Wonder
I don't know, man. Wonder Woman could have her own anti-Justice League. We're getting way off track here.
This is the reason you should be reading the book, because anything could happen.
Yeah, I like to ramble about this silly stuff.
Magog shows up at the end.
That's cool.
And that's a big problem because he's pretending to be somebody else.
Ooh. It's Peter
Been
Tomasi, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Matt, you can't go wrong with Tomasi.
Okay, it's probably a good book if he's writing it. So,
Yeah.
there you go.
And Doug Mankey.
Yeah, awesome art, yes.
Why aren't you buying it? Because we got it here.
We got him.
Anyway.
Now we're moving to Independence. I'm going to do a quick rundown. Dark Horse, you need to read X number 21. Batman meets Punisher, meets violence, meets vigilante, awesomeness, X number 21. In fact, you say, hey, I might want to try this book, but it's only on issue 21. There's no new 52 to start a new number 1 or an all-new Marvel number 1. But we have X number 1 for $1. How much?
$1.
$1 you can start and get a taste.
He said violence and vigilante, too, in case you didn't catch
Yeah,
that.
it's 2 V's.
2 V's.
V for Vendetta.
I love that.
But read the book. You can try it out for $1, number 1, but issue number 21 comes out this week. Jupiter's Legacy, number 5, and Lazarus, number 14. 2 of Aaron's favorites coming out this week.
Hear that? Jupiter's Legacy. Frank Quitely is one of my all-time favorite
Finally,
artists.
after like 6 months, it's coming out.
Yeah, Sandman and Jupiter's Legacy are those ones that I love, but I have to not think about because it takes so long to come out. But when they do, man, I'm ready to like throw a party or something.
Jupiter's Legacy is it's probably for mature readers, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like got that Watchmen vibe about it.
Very much so, and it's like probably one of the coolest stories. I'd say this is my favorite Mark Millar story for sure. And that's saying, like we were talking earlier, Old Man Logan and Red Sun, if you have not read those. I do know Old Man Logan is over there on the Recommended Reading Show.
Yep.
One of the best Wolverine stories out there, and Superman Red Sun.
Yep.
So, Mark Millar is another one of those guys you can't go wrong with. I mean, kick ass. We've had 2 movies now, and there's going to be a third. The series is over.
I haven't seen the second one.
Haven't seen the second
I
one?
saw the first one at the drive-in. It was one of those like Dust Till Dawn.
I really liked the first one. The second one wasn't as good as the comic, but then again, the comic was way overboard. I don't think the movie could have done that.
Yes. I heard a little bit, yes.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good?
It was good. Not as good as the first, though. And Lazarus, what more can I say? I've really pumped this book up enough, but we've, got all these different factions, the families that have taken over the country. It's more like corporations running things, but like gangs, too.
Yeah.
There's not really a government anymore.
You talked about it before. It's kind of got a Blade Runner. Well, not Blade Runner, but it's got that kind of...
Road Warrior. A little bit.
It's kind of that underdog kind of vibe about it.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Revolution kind of stuff.
So we've got, Hawk, who's probably the bad Jacob Hawk.
What a...
Not that kind
no,
of... Like
sorry.
Hawk, more like Hawk. Like that kind of Hawk.
Oh, okay, like Hawk, okay.
Yeah. Which, which you get
Did you like my impression?
It was very good.
Okay.
I'm sure he would have liked it too.
No, I can't do it.
Animal's probably missing him about now.
I bet he is.
But anyway,
it was wrestling. Go ahead.
Yeah, wrestling stuff. We need to do a wrestling video sometime too. But so Hawk has I forgot they start with an M. I read this book a lot. I should remember it. The family that the Lazarus is from, forever. They have their son, and there's a lot of genetic splicing and stuff going on. There's definitely something up. He's planting something into the family that we're following. Not to say they're good either.
Interesting.
There's not really. It's not clearly defined about good guys, bad guys. You just kind of know you're supporting Forever, who's the main character, and other than her, it's like anybody else can kind of be bad. It's Greg Rucka. Veil, which is coming out hardcover for Dark Horse too. So I mean, there's some good Greg Rucka to get there.
Yeah, it's I was gonna say Lazarus. I haven't read it, but the concept's kind of cool.
Bruce Wayne Murderer, Bruce Wayne Fugitive.
Oh yeah.
Gotham City Central.
Yeah, Rucka's written a lot of good stuff. I mean, he's got a good track record.
His Punisher run was great.
Yeah, he's got a good track record. If you like Greg Rucka, you like what he just mentioned, you should read Lazarus, number 14. Grab the book, it got number 1 for $1.
Great Wonder Woman run where she broke Maxwell's neck.
Yes, I remember that. Infinite Crisis back when DC was really good.
Back when...
Well, except for them killing Blue Beetle Ted Kord, I thought that was stupid. But...
do like Hame, though. It's like one of those things, it's like, man, couldn't we have both?
Yeah, why can't you have both? But anyway, Ted Kord's back in the new 52. But anyway, we're going. All
Moving
right.
on. Marvel.
Manifest Destiny, actually, we're going to keep going. Manifest Destiny, Volume 2. Volume 1 is for $10. Volume 2 comes out, it's 15. But anyway, Lewis and Clark meets X-Files is the way one guy describes it. If that interests you, you should read Manifest Destiny. Also, the number one issue.
Every genre from out here. You get a little zombie stuff and everything.
History.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the real Lewis and Clark story.
Yeah.
Real Lewis and Clark story.
So yeah, anyway, check it out. But also Walking Dead number 136, and that's Independence. I don't need to say anything about Walking Dead. You know the show. You've heard about it. Everybody loves Daryl, as they should.
Hype. Everybody loves the hype of Walking Dead, and Robert Kirkman, he's a really good writer. I mean, Invincible and Outcast too.
In March, his Invincible book will be a quarter. Good reason to try the book. 25 cents.
Robert Kirkman.
So read the book.
Get it here.
Yeah, big bang. And now we're going to jump into Marvel real quick and try to wrap this up as fast as I possibly can with Aaron. All right, we're going to do a quick rundown. All new Captain America. We've got Falcon Cap.
A jerk Falcon.
Yeah, he's taking on all of. I think he's back to. I think he got inverted back.
Okay.
I think.
Good.
Is it all new access? Some villains got inverted back, and some heroes got inverted back. Some didn't.
I heard that Cap and Iron Man were still.
Yeah, I believe they're still inverted, but somehow Cap is yeah, just. I know it sounds crazy to have Falcon as Cap. I think Rick Remender has a plan. So it's basically Steve Rogers versus the new Cap.
I'll come back when Steve Rogers comes back.
So yeah, me too. But anyway, I will say at the end of number 1, you've got Falcon Cap. He walks into a room and all of Captain America's villains are waiting on him. Interesting.
Waiting on him.
Just waiting. Ready to
chilling,
pounce.
Ready to take you out.
So anyway, read all new Cap. In fact, one book I'm looking forward to this week, Amazing X-Men number 15, which is the beginning of the return of the Juggernaut.
Oh yeah. I'm excited about that.
I actually dropped Amazing X-Men, but the fact they're bringing back Juggernaut brought me back is something you should check out.
If you're an X-Men fan, I mean, Juggernaut's one of the coolest villains because he's Charles' brother.
Yeah. Half-brother.
Half-brother.
Or step-brother.
Step-brother. I can't remember which one it was.
I think he's step-brother. So anyway, read Amazing X-Men number 15. Also, Daredevil number 12, written by Mark Waid, art by Chris Samney, who I met, was a cool guy. Mark Waid writes it. This is the end of the second arc. Daredevil, his run has been amazing, and in fact, he's coming to a close very soon, probably down the line here, later this year. But anyway,
Mark Waid moving on?
I don't know what Mark Waid's doing, but I think he's one of Marvel's main writers. I think he might pass the book to Tom Taylor. I don't know, because Daredevil's in Superior Iron Man.
Well, if he passes it to Tom Taylor, I know a person would be jumping on this with Daredevil.
Yeah, I can't say that for sure, but Daredevil is a huge component of Superior Iron Man. If you're not reading it, you should be reading that as well.
I want to read that. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't pick it up. That and Thor.
Thor's good. Doesn't come out this week, but Thor's good.
What does come out this week in Marvel?
What? Star Wars number 1. Jason Aaron and John Cassaday.
Jason Aaron.
It takes place after A New Hope.
And
it's before Empire Strikes Back.
But after A New Hope.
Yes.
And it's like my favorite characters in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, they actually say this book, it's already gotten positive reviews. It's great for new readers and old readers alike.
You know who's going to put that in their file? This guy.
So, Star Wars number 1, you definitely should check it out and grab number 1 while you can. It's going to be like 50 years from now, you're going to wish you got number 1. Because you might say, well, there'll be another one, but not this one written by Jason Aaron.
Not this one. Jason Aaron.
Get it. This is the first book to come out when Marvel got the rights back.
Right, Southern Bastards too.
So read that. Anyway, also Deathlock number 4, Deathlock, written by Nathan Edmondson. Basically, Deathlock, it actually has a history of Deathlock characters involved in the story. The new one, his name is Michael Collins. He thinks he's going over and helping missionaries overseas, but really, Biotech, which is the name of the company in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, basically uses him to take out different people. And Biotech is like a splinter cell off of AIM. Yeah, so anyway, he killed, apparently a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent discovered who he is, and then Biotech had Deathlock kill that agent, and now S.H.I.E.L.D.'s involved, and S.H.I.E.L.D. is coming after Deathlock, and now, after issue number 3, Domino's
from the
X-Force has been a hired gun to take down Deathlock. The book actually hooked me with issue 2 and 3, so if it's something that sounds interesting to you, you should read it.
I really like the character Domino. She was in Punisher too.
Yeah, so I like Domino.
They hired her to kill the Punisher.
No one kills the Punisher.
Not even Domino, who was like probably one of the best marketing out there.
No one kills the Punisher.
No one.
We've also got Deadpool number 40. We've got Spider-Verse number 2. Spider-Verse is excellent.
Well, let's talk about Deadpool for a minute.
They're going to kill him.
They're going to kill him.
And number 45, number 250, aka number 45.
They're going to kill this Wade Wilson to the Slade Wilson over in DC.
Yeah, I think he's just going to... I think it's a gimmick.
Yeah, I think it is too. Like, he's going to
I think
come
it's a
back
joke.
and be like, now I'm dead.
I think it's a joke.
Zombie Deadpool for a while.
There's
I
a
forget
bazillion-
who said that, but it was...
There's a bazillion Deadpools out there.
Yeah.
Lady Deadpool's out there.
Lady Deadpool. I mean, Deadpool and Harley Quinn are like not really the comic characters that aren't really comic characters, because you can get into them even if you're not into the whole universe thing.
Right.
So, moving on.
Yeah, Avengers number 40, time runs out. The Beyonder is coming. Secret Wars is coming. It all begins in the Avengers and New Avengers book. If you want to know what's going in leading into that, you should read those books. In fact, I'm probably by next week going to have a full review on what that's all about.
So you're saying like the Avengers books are the main books?
Avengers and New Avengers are the main books leading into Secret Wars. You need to read it. Time runs out. When time runs out, Secret Wars begins. So I'll talk about that more next week. Also, we have Wolverines number 2.
I gotta know about this. Tell me.
Wolverines, basically, you've got a team of Wolverine characters. You got Sabretooth, X-23, Daken, or Daken, Wolverine's son, Daken. That's Shi'ar guy. Daken, that's what I'll call him.
Sabretooth?
And Mystique.
What about Sabretooth?
I said Sabretooth.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
It's a team of Wolverine characters, and you also have Agent Sharp, who looks just like Logan, has the memories of Logan.
That's what I was gonna say. Which one's the one that has Logan's consciousness?
Sharp.
Okay, Sharp is the one.
Yeah, they call him Sharp. But anyway, it's these team of characters. And somehow I know it's a weekly book, and it's somehow going to lead into the return of Logan, I'm sure, down the line.
In case some of you don't know, this is what Logan looks like.
Yeah, he's like
encased in adamantium, which is a terrible way to go for a guy like Logan, but it's also kind of fitting.
And also could keep him alive.
Could keep him
If
alive,
you
and
think
that's
about
what
it.
we're hoping. Because
Yeah. To me,
I'm a Wolverine fan.
To me, it's just one of those stories of how they're going to bring him back. You know he's coming back. It's just
Yeah, it was like Superman when he died.
Yeah, and it actually helped to build the Superman universe even to this day, and I think that's what Charles Soule has in store for Wolverine.
Wolverine kind of needs it. He's kind of taken for granted. Like he's like, in a way, he's Marvel's Superman. He's the character that everybody's like, Wolverine. We'll see about that.
So, but Wolverines is written by Charles Soule, great writer. You should read it and check it out. It's a weekly book. I say at least give it the first 4 issues try. Let's see if you like it.
So here's something I'm curious about.
Okay.
X-Force.
Yeah.
You said Phantom X is what now?
Phantom X is a bad guy. He turned bad.
Inversion.
He was like 3 personalities,
Yeah, he was an interesting
and then
character.
I think they got all merged into one, and now he's taking on X-Force. That's really all I can say.
So who's on the X-Force team? Because I haven't read this book in forever.
Cable, they brought back Mero, an old 90s character, late 90s, early 2000s character that like pops bones out of the body and uses them as weapons.
Sunspot's in a totally other team.
He's in Avengers. Yeah, X-Force is a different team. It was Domino, Cable,
See, I feel like-
Psylocke.
Psylocke. No, that's another
I have
character.
to see it covered.
I don't see
I
it.
lose track because they basically merged the Cable and X-Force team with the Uncanny X-Force, and they ditched some characters. So
I just had to
Tell you
know.
what.
I used to love that book.
we'll give an X-Force rundown next week.
I might read an X-Force and give it a rundown.
There you go.
So I'll do that.
And lastly, Thanos versus Hulk number 2, Jim Starlin.
Jim Starlin.
And we'll end on this one.
Hulk and Thanos. That's a fight. Serious. I mean, I want to see that one. I hope some stuff gets messed up too. Like I want to see some destruction.
If you want to see a massive throwdown and it's Jim Starlin doing it, should be awesome.
I'm pretty sure Jim Starlin can't do anything wrong. Can he?
I'm sure he can do
Black
something.
Panther. We're just talking about writing. I don't know the guy personally.
He is Jim Starlin.
Black Panther, Batman. That's it.
Warlock,
A bit.
all that stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. But
Thanos-
Black Panther and Batman.
Thanos and Adam Warlock are like his thing.
Yeah, true. But
So
that's still like Black Panther.
Captain Marvel.
That's not good.
So, but anyway, we'll get into more of that next week. We're going to end here. We're around our. We've hit a long minute mark here,
Yes. We've talked about comics, and you've listened to them, hopefully.
and now we're going to go back to work.
Maybe you just let this play while you did other stuff.
Yeah, we can ramble some more. Like, what's something you want to ramble about here?
There's a really cool alien section.
Wow, that's a coin bank.
It is a.
Whoa.
It is a coin bank.
Let's let the people see that.
Look at that.
Look at those teeth. I wonder who's dentist, or I wonder who her dentist is.
Yeah. Who is her dentist?
And speaking
Giger.
of, I wonder if this guy can knock
Oh, speaking of
teeth
Thanos, the Infinity Gauntlet.
out. Dude, his hand got really big. Anyway,
Him versus Hulk. Jim Starlin.
read it. We're not going to ramble anymore.
Nope.
We're going to go work.
Yep.
All right. Have a nice day.
See ya.
Don't forget.
We got him. Big Bang. Toys. Comics. Games.
I just froze.
My fault.
BobbyBang.com. See you later.